I think this might be as close as we get to rock songs being in the top global 50 pop charts.
How can we go back to being friends when we just shared a bed?
Here's how to play Back to Friends by SOMBR on guitar with a little bit of analysis about the song. There's more than a touch of the 1975 in this song as well, but it has some great big production sounds, nice use of guitar, which is often missing these days, some orchestral sounds, big piano, big echoey vocals, and a catchy hook to keep you going. So the song is in the key of D flat major, and we start on that chord. Cool echoey synth effect, 3 and 4 and... Then we're into the verse chord progression, so we're on G flat major, to E flat minor, to B flat minor, and then back to the root chord D flat major. And then it's G flat major, E flat minor, and then we're switching the last two chords round for the second round. So D flat major, then B flat minor. So in the key of D flat major in functional harmony, this would be a 4, 2, 6, 1. And then for the second half of that, it would be 4, 2, 1, 6.
Touch my body tender, 'cause the feeling makes me weak. Kicking off the covers, see the ceiling while you're looking down at me.
Then for the chorus, it's very similar. We go to G flat major, to E flat minor, D flat major, to B minor. So it's the same as the second half of the verse chord progression, and we just repeat that over and over again. G flat major, E flat minor, D flat major, B flat minor.
How can we go back to being friends when we just shared a bed? How can we look at me and pretend I'm someone you've never met?
And then we do another verse and chorus, exactly the same chord progressions. Then we're going to an alternative section, which starts on E flat minor, and then B flat minor, and then D flat major. And we do that twice. And then for the last time, we go to E flat minor again, and then B flat dominant 7. So we're substituting that B flat minor chord for the B flat dominant 7. So modal interchange there, taking a chord from another key. So we're pulling in notes from out with the key of D flat major. And it's almost creating a temporary feeling that the E flat minor chord is the root, because we're making a dominant 7 out of the chord a fifth away from the root of E flat minor. So it creates a nice bit of tension there, new colour in the song that we haven't heard already, changing it up, keeping the listener engaged. And then we go back to E flat minor, and then this time we employ another chord from out with the key, and we go to F dominant 7, which has a really nice tension building aspect to it. So in D flat major, chord built from the third degree of the scale, which would be F, should be, if we're diatonically speaking, a minor chord, so F minor, if we're using all the same notes. But here we're bringing in dominant 7 chord on that, so we're employing notes out with the key. And what that does is set up for the chorus really nicely again, because we're starting that chorus on G flat major. And the reason that works is we've got the leading tone in the root. We're moving up just one semitone to reach that chord. So it's really setting that up nicely to return back. It's a really nice use of chords in this alternative section to create a little bit more tension, add more colour that we haven't previously heard in the song, and ultimately lead us back into that familiar chorus that plays us out till the end.
This is casual. How can we go back to being friends
So that leads us back into the chorus to play the rest of the song out again. G flat major, E flat minor, D flat major, and B flat minor.
How can we go back to being friends when we just shared a bed? How can we look at me and pretend that I'm one you never met?
So there you have it, that's how you play the song. So it's in 4/4, D flat major. It's very like the 1975, even that first note of the melody in the verse reminds me very much of
If you want my body, then get it with somebody else.
so very inspired there even in the melody itself, along with the production and overall sound. So it's nice guitar production, especially in that second verse where they're introducing some crunchy riff. Some lines like that just to add a little bit of variation and rhythmical interest and some different textures coming in. It's always nice when songs employ new textures and sounds as the song progresses, just to keep the listener intrigued, and it's almost creating a sonic journey along the composition. We've got a nice big straight drum beat that doesn't deviate too much from that core rhythm. It's just supporting the song, but you can tell they're live drums, which is nice to hear, with some little ghost notes and stuff, just to let you know it's a human playing the song. And of course those big echoing backing vocals that just lift the song at key points, reinforce the harmony, and just open up that sonic spectrum. And what I really like in the lead vocals is it's a great vocal line from SOMBR. Very expressive, long held out lines, very like his other big hit, Undressed. But they've employed a real nice distorted lead vocal sound at certain points, especially leading into that second chorus, so it gives it that vintage sound. Distorted or saturated, oversaturated is how you can think of that sound, but it's really nice and crunchy and just offers a different colour. It's not so clean and perfect as we hear from a lot of other pop songs at the moment. So overall it has this sort of vintage sound, the song, but has modern sensibilities with the structure and production techniques. So it is a very standard structure of song. It's very metronomic. You can tell it's very pinned, quantized to the beat, so it doesn't ebb and flow. There's not a lot of dynamic range, but that is just, again, modern recording techniques and feeding into what it is people want to hear these days. And just additionally, I like the orchestral sounds coming in towards the end with some strings and big chunky piano chords, just reinforcing that harmony, giving it some big strikes and dynamic intrigue to the listener. Really opens up that sonic field again. It's a really nice sounding song. So there we have it. Go and listen to the song, play along with these chords, let me know what you think, and please like, share, subscribe and comment, and I'll see you again for another video very soon. Have a good time playing.